Hi, I'm Dr. Terry Schmidt, and I'm looking at moving from industry into teaching. One of the things that I found I taught many years ago, but as I've gone from teaching into industry, one of the things that is difficult for students often to grasp is how the math and the science that they are learning actually applies to real day situations in life. And what I've seen as I've done this research and studying, all the science and the math that we've come to understand and we've developed has all been in pursuit of solving problems. And so I think as we help the students understand what the real life applications are, what actually the problems that were solved with these things were, and how those have helped benefit us. That helps them get more involved into the process of understanding these math and science concepts. I did learn about the teaching modalities. You're moving around the oral or the auditory modalities, visual modalities. But I think and trying to hit as many of those as possible is important. I think that practical application is also important. The application mentioned talking about the point of assessment. Usually we look at assessment as a written test that is done, proctored with the students sitting and filling out papers, and that is helpful in seeing how much they have absorbed and are then able to reproduce those processes or that thinking pattern by themselves. But again, where the importance of learning is in solving real life problems. I think a better form of assessment is actually in giving open-ended projects where they have to solve a problem that should require answering some of these questions. And I have seen great leaps and bounds coming from just a project of walk around campus and figure out how tall a telephone pole is by measuring the shadow of the telephone pole, and then a yardstick and using the trigonometric functions to actually figure out how tall that telephone pole is. So I feel that practical application, understanding how different theorems were developed and why they were developed and what problems we are trying to solve with the theorems, the math and the science is quite important. Thank you for listening to this as I've sat here just a few moments, introduced myself. Look forward to talking to you more.